What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP's on the keys, and there's two East here today. Yesterday we reacted to some rolling cheese down the hill. Dude almost broke his neck, like paralyzed himself jumping off the hill. Now we got Flamin' Tar Barrels of Ottery St. Mary 2019. Flamin' Tar Barrels. So I did a little bit of background about this event. So it's not really known what the origin of this is, but I guess it kind of stems from like when there was the bubonic plague and they used the smoke to kind of, because back then they believed that diseases were in like bad air, so they used the smoke to kind of get away, like, you know, repel the disease. They thought the smoke from the barrels, but now people just carry them on their backs, I guess. I don't know. Well, we're gonna watch this, you know. We'll see. Definitely drop some more weird events, because I'm intrigued.
Ottery St. Mary has a population of less than 5,000. Its top attraction is a garden centre. It's pretty decent, but don't let that fool you, because there's something even better to do here. For hundreds of years, on the 5th of November, locals from the town set fire to tar barrels. They pick them up, then plough through the streets crowded with tens of thousands of visitors. It's a real experience. There are street parties, thrill rides, a huge bonfire, and a tornado. You spend most of the night cold and trying to get closer to the barrels, but this is broken up by brief moments where you're hot and trying to get away from them. I got home dotted in ash and smelling like a steam train. It's brilliant. The origins of this tradition are lost in time, but it happens to be on the same night as Guy Fawkes. As you can see from this fantastic slow motion footage.
That looks fire. I mean, ha 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 ha. That looks nice. That's a nice view. But, so you're just trudging through the crowd with a burning, smoldering barrel on your back that's billowing all types of gases that's going to mess up your lungs. And then you got people, people backing away as you're running through the crowd with a flaming barrel on your back. And hopefully none of this stuff spills out onto the ground and hits somebody. Or, you know, you fall on your face with a burning barrel on your back. And you know what? Let me not explain it. Let me just watch it.
The barrel itself is empty and regularly needs topping up by the organisers to keep it acceptably fiery and dangerous. Only local people are allowed to carry it. They are known as barrel rollers, and they run about with lots of layers of clothing and fabric gloves on, though they often sustain burns to their hands and neck.
Of course.
I've seen a good few walk past, still smouldering from the flames. The rules of the event are a little unclear. They just seem to run back and forth, having fun until the barrel disintegrates. It starts off looking pretty sturdy,
oh my God,
but they're carried until there's nothing more than a husk left. At which point
oh
they're dumped
God,
on
you
the
just
floor,
dropped
and
it
there's an
on
explosion of
somebody.
embers as the crowd erupts into applause. You can get a guide that shows a basic map of the town.
Why are people not handling flaming objects properly? He had a whole flaming, like a smoldering husk of wood that fell on him. All these safety hazards. Like, yo, OSHA's gonna blow a lid. What?
On with where the barrels will be and at which times. But we'd often just see a plume of smoke in the distance and would head with the crowd to get the best spot we could.
What the
There are a dozen or so barrels burned over the course of the night, ending with the mega midnight super large barrel. Of course, it would be irresponsible to get children to run about with flaming barrels such as these, so they're given smaller ones instead.
What?
Proposed cleanup bills and health and safety threatens this event every year.
Duh.
But they're taking steps to keep with the times. They banned single-use plastic just last year. The town has to foot the insurance bill, which goes up every year. At one point it cost just £50.
Come on, internet,
but
stop
last
playing.
year it was £22,000.
Come on, internet.
In part thanks to people occasionally
now.
lobbing explosive stuff into the barrels. You'll spend the first half of the night worrying about missing out and spending all your time trying to get as close to the action as you can. But then later on, as the crowd starts to thin, it becomes easy to get as close as you dare. My advice to you is to keep your friends close, your enemies closer to serve as handy meat shields, to have an arranged meetup spot if you get separated because the phone reception there's terrible, and not to use flammable hair products.
So they're exposing children to this. I hope you're watching them, because so you're running through the street with a flaming barrel on your back. Just for what purpose? And I know these people are not sober. There's no way you're doing this and you're not under the influence of some alcoholic beverages. There's no way. Wow. This is wild. I thought chasing after cheese on a hill was wild. But this is different. This takes the cake. This takes the freaking cake, bro. You're burnt. So you leave with burns on your neck and hands for what? Like, this is just I mean, it's a party, fun party, I guess. But who cares about health and safety? Let's walk around with fire on our back, guys. Wow. That's all I got to say, man. That's crazy. I mean, hey, man, they're having fun doing it, you know. Hopefully nobody has gotten seriously injured or died. But, I mean, people are having fun. I'm sure they keep doing it, so they obviously know how to keep it somewhat safe. But I don't know. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate y'all. Leave a like if you enjoy it. That subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Turn my post notifications on. Check out my Patreon. I got a whole bunch of free content on there. There's a $3 tier and a $5 tier if you want to support. Thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. All my links are in the description. I'm out. Peace.